Hello, is that better? Am I still squeaking? Oh, there we go. Okay. I think this mic's on its last leg. I have to routinely unplug it and such. But Richmond tonight, Phipps on the pole. Crowd over very, very close, as well as Cameron. Everybody else about a second or greater off. Not many guys qualifying. Jerry's oh, he just posted his, I think. There he's stopping on the backstretch. Not many guys qualified. 15 drivers registered. It's pretty decent field. Richmond's it's gonna get pretty crazy. I think a lot of guys are gonna get strung out. Lap traffic is gonna be a pretty good factor, but we'll see how these guys tackle it. So we're getting ready to start the grid here in about 10 seconds. You got everybody gridding up. There's Phipps, Mark, rest of the field back there. Phipps going to be the pole sitter. Mark back there outside row 2. Crownover's in second. Dario's in third. Just waiting for everybody to pull up on the grid here. They have about I believe a minute or two to get settled in here. I'm just waiting for John to pick up the field. He might be thinking of starting the pits. Let's see. There he is. There's John. Let's see if we can pull him up here. John Hammond, this is Joseph in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, John, pretty good races so far these past weeks. Kind of flipped the switch, different mentality. How you feeling tonight?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. If I keep the car clean, I feel I'm a top 5 easy.
Awesome. These cars are going to look good all night. That quarter inch 29 is going to be phenomenal. I think we'll keep a lookout.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. If we can keep it clean, I think we'll be good. I'm looking for good stage finishes, and then we'll be in there.
Awesome. We'll keep an eye out. We'll send you back. Have a good race.
All righty, my man.
29, just a little talk with John Hammond there. Doing great things lately. He's kind of flipped the switch, being a little more aggressive here. We'll see how it handles out. Richmond is the pace cars. I thought they were going green this time. I just made it real quick. We'll go one more time around. I thought they were wanting to go. Let's see the field here. Select the pace car and get a gearbox. I can't get a gearbox. Select the pace car. There you go. Hit the field. Pace car doesn't show up in SDK, so gotta do it manually. But there goes the pace car off. Barney with the flag in hand, green flag's out. Phipps is gonna send him off. Here we go, underway. everybody getting settled around. A couple driver cams there. Burke and Odell, the two running driver cams. Odell and the 9 Hot Wheels, and Jeremiah Burke there in the X-side work burden throwback as Phipps leads the pack here. Crown over behind him. Not quite behind him, but it's not too far either. There's Gario in the number 2 Durant car. Bigger right behind everybody, being pretty patient there. Single file through the field here. Spoke to John there, trying to keep the car clean. Mark Retchkin, striker in the Pepsi car. Berg, everybody else kind of spread out. Richmond will do that. You'll get single filed. Jerry Calder running out the field here a little bit off the pace, maybe being very patient, trying to figure out the car here. As we throw up the drown cam, want to throw the race info at you here. 4 sets of tires as always, 3 on the wall. It's a pretty cloudy day. We're racing in the afternoon, 2 times acceleration, so it's gonna end at night. We're gonna end up under the lights. Lap 50 completion will be the first stage. 105 completion will be the second stage. 100% fuel, and these cars can hold a lot of fuel, so they can go quite a distance here. But the tire management is definitely going to be key here. That right rear is going to start square, right front as they push it in hard. They'll start pushing up the track. 100% fuel there. Marble states carry throughout the session, so don't want to get up too high to the track, and you get those marbles on the tires, they won't grip. You'll slide up, hit the wall. Sims generates the track state, and there's your race time there. Late afternoon start, we'll race into the evening. Track's getting pretty cool, and I figure it's going to get pretty cool there. The track's less than a mile. It's good stuff here from Richmond. As we see a good lead here from Phipps. Just doing his thing with Crownover and Cameron there, as well as Bigger there in the trio. John there, just a couple car lengths off from Bigert there, but not too bad. Everybody just being patient. Get a good split view. You see Bigert a lot closer to that yellow line, getting the car to corner in. Little bobble there on the in the brake there, hard on the brake. Car gets upset. Might have some more front brake bias there, kind of wants to push. Maybe a little more rear brake bias, but it's a very gentle entry. You see that very smooth in 1 and 2. A lot better here in 3 and 4 versus last time. Everybody being pretty much doing the same things. Phipps starting to pull away a bit. As we know, he's very, very quick in these cars. Over, chasing him. Striker taking a look at Mark, able to get by Richmond. He gets a good run off of 4. Oh, he gets under him here. Gets a good run off of 2. See Mark half a lane up off the racetrack in that corner. Gets a good run off of 2. Little bobbly for Mark. Striker sends it in there in 3. Little slide up the track. Stays next to him. Drag race down the front stretch. Striker with a good break there. Bottom of the track. Gets the car to rotate using that tire early on. Able to get clear in 76. There's Jerry really being patient back there, taking care of the tires, maybe thinking about not see him on the track map. Now just crossing the start finish line. About ready to get lapped. It looks like he's just being real cotton cordial with the car right now. Side by side up there, Church and newcomer Braden Arthur in the 24 DuPont. That's my guy, Jeff Gordon. Not a fan of the Hendricks team anymore though, but he was my driver growing up. Not a Chevy loyalist, driver loyalist. So he retired, and that was it for me. On to Ford. Church is able to clear him. Church running the autism awareness car week in and week out, supporting autism there. See what Burton has for these guys here, being very patient. Back in the back. Perry starting to pull away from that group. There's Mark Odell. All these guys pretty much single file. Striker able to get by Hammond there. Take a look at that one. Striker, same thing. Looks like he's able to get underneath the car. Hammond pushing up a little bit. Striker is down the front stretch. Striker able to carry the speed through the corner and just able to clear Hammond well into the corner. Now Burton, little slide there in the corner. Real tight there against John, trying to get by him. John brakes early. You see that car dip a little bit before the corner, just letting Brooke go by. John being patient. Fitz still leading, pulling ahead now, a second and a half, almost a second and a half, 1.3 seconds over Bigger, who got by Crownover. Take a look at that one. Bigger able to get a good run up down the front stretch. Fitz next to Crownover. Good entry. Looks like Crownover might have let him by, or just can't get the car to rotate. Bigger doing wonders there on the inside corner. Crownover definitely fighting it back. Just that inside line a lot stronger here in the early going. We'll see how good it is though in the later runs. Cameron taking a look at the 28. Good shuffle back here in the tail end as Rayburn's leading this tail end of the pack. Perry Church is able to catch Ed Perry and get around him. Roberge on Brayton. Hard brake for the 24. Little, you can see the brake modulation there in the car in the track. It almost stopped to nose. Roberge able to clear the 24 here. Still all over the 28 of Crownover. Striker has caught up to the duo here. See how patient he is. Approaching the first stage break here. These laps are going to tick off pretty quick, especially if they go green. Striker inside of Cameron. Mark getting around John Hammond here. Still side by side here for third. Striker on the inside. Cameron great at defending his position. Little slide there off the exit, real tight. It's real tight. You're yanking on the wheel, and then as the car on those rear end tends to kick out, you might get loose, a little bit loose there on the exit, but able to keep it going here side by side with the 88. Very tight there down the back stretch. They're both running about the same line. You see them both cars dip pretty much the same time. They're going in the corner. Good battle here. These guys putting it on. Crownover, what he wants to see, he's able to just be patient, work the lines. That's Jerry on the inside, letting the leaders go by. Crownover just being real patient, working both lines, letting those guys fight it out, use their stuff up. That's going to help them. Should one clear the other, he's going to be able to fend them off a lot easier. Crownover fighting in front of the camera, but now Striker inside of the 28. See if he can clear Crownover. Striker doing wonders there on the inside. The stage break coming up pretty quick here. Bigger there off in the distance, just slightly in the shot. Crownover tight on the 88. Good battle here. Cameron's looking to follow Striker past the 28. Tight battle here with these guys. Side by side down the backstretch. Striker's making moves. It's just taking a little bit of time there. Crowd over being real tight there in the corner. Striker a little drift. It's going to have to stay off through 28. Striker on triple screen, so he's able to see to the right side physically in the real world out of the car. Little checks here and there to see where the 28 is at. You can see some wheel movement. Little corrections there. We'll jump on board with Crownover. You can see just the nose of the 88 there, able to get the car to rotate, but can't slide up the track to get that speed. You see the 28 get the momentum off the high side. And here comes the 88, shorter distance around the track. Closing back in, good time battle here with these guys. Tracker working hard on that 28. Looks like he's going to take it here down the backstretch. We're pushing up the track to 88 clear. Cameron's going to take a look and see if he can keep it going. Church coming down pit road. Pitting early, taking tires. Looks like. Cameron unable to follow Striker through by Crownover. It's let Jeremiah Burke here close up. The focus there from Burke. Bobble there on the exit. Oh, very free off the exit. The tire is trying to give way, really pushing hard. Burke's got quite a queue behind him. There's Marco Odell, Cameron, and Crownover there. Burke was able to get by Cameron and Crownover, but really pushing hard. You see him catching the car there off the exits now. Marco Odell on the inside of Cameron Dario. Look at that real quick here. Here's Burke for the pass on the number 2. So we're riding on board with him. And that inside line. Oh, Crownover caught some wall there. Oh, he gave some damage to Burke. Looks like Crownover got stuck on the wall and pulled it off in front of Burke. It doesn't look real tight there. Really wide. This is what we missed there riding on board. Crownover stuck on the wall. We'll rewind it real quick. I think Crownover just got stuck on the wall, and he's trying to pull it off, and he just happened to come across in front of Burke and hit him. Looked like a little netcode too there. He's stuck on the wall. He's trying to pull it off. Little netcode there. Gave some fender damage to the 73, but don't think it'd be too bad. There's Odell not able to get by the number 2, but still in good position at 6. The 73 with some right front fender damage. Looks like he'll be okay though. Just a little bit of body damage. You don't need that at a short track like Richmond. He's still doing good. Crownover catches the wall and is stuck there. Looks like Church has parked it for the time being. Looks like Bigger's coming down pit road early. Going to go a couple laps down, different strategy here, see what works out for him. It'll definitely work if he stays a lap down, but he might go 2 laps down. Keep an eye on him there on pit road. Car looks pretty clean. He's blinking a little bit, but car looks pretty clean. Don't see damage. We'll see if he takes tires as the end of the stage is rapidly approaching. The leader just went by him. The Sandra Phipps right there. There's bigger leaders going down the back stretch. See him on the track map. Entering turn 3. Between 3 and 4. Biggert's going to go 2 laps down here. So he'll get the wave around. Well, I think Jerry's a lap down, so he might not even get the wave around. We'll see here. Biggert's still sitting on pit road. Something else going on. Maybe he having to pull off the track. Culver's a lap down. Biggert's now 2 laps down. Still on pit road, so something going on with the 01. Having to pull off early, it looks like. Good battle here. Cameron able to get by the number 9, swinging way up the track. Might open the door for Mark. Focus there on Mark. One still in pit road there. Is definitely having some problems there. We'll see if we can chat with them there under caution if he's still around. Trying to work through some issues. As we're getting ready to hit the last lap here of the stage. Fifth leading, Striker able to get to second. Merck holding steady in third. There goes Nathan Bigger coming out of pit road. So definitely some mechanical issues, maybe some wheel issues physically in world. Now pulling out of the racetrack, definitely a good amount of laps down as Crownover's going to win this stage here. There it is, waiting for 10th place to come by. Crownover's going to take the stage. Striker in second, Burke in third. Let me see if we can get to Biggert and have a word, see what's wrong with him. Hey Nate, this is Joseph in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, good.
Hey Nate, we saw you coming to pit road. Maybe we thought maybe some crazy strategy going on, but then saw you sit for a bit there. Are you having some mechanical problems?
Yeah, for some reason the black box here that adjusts my force feedback is pegged at like 33.3, and I couldn't turn the damn wheel. It was hurting, like it took a lot of strength to turn my wheel, and I just had to get out of the car and try to adjust the settings in the Moses software, put it down to like 30%, because for some reason it won't move inside iRacing.
And unfortunate, it happens, especially with you run a direct drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost like running without power steering. It's very hard when those force feedbacks are jacked up, stuff like that. But sorry to hear that coming off from your win last week. Don't know if you're going to stay out on the track. I know it's one of those deals, but I hope maybe a little luck comes your way.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, well, I appreciate you give us some insight. We'll send you back down there.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Biggert there giving the telltale sign there, having some wheel problems in real world with his. So in the iRacing sim, you can adjust the feedback while you're racing. We call it the black box there. It's literally a black box with settings for various options. Most of them are locked with fixed setup racing, but a lot of them are unlocked, such as brake bias and force feedback, which is the amount of force you feel in the car to your steering wheel. And if they're stuck at real high percentage, that feedback can be so strong, it's hard to turn the wheel. It feels like if you ever driven an old car without power steering, that it's exactly like that. It's just tire and road. There's no power steering feel to help you turn the wheel. It's so strong, it's hard to turn the wheel, and I'd imagine that's a lot of wear and tear there on the driver's arms, in this case being Biggert. So he took a pit stop, couldn't quite hang on to the stage and work on it. And that tells us that it was so difficult to turn the car. But we'll see. Biggert's going to get a free pass here on the waiver round. We'll see if he gets some cautions to help him out, get back on the lead lap. But appreciate him for giving us some insight there. Pit stops back here as we're working with Biggert. There's Robert's coming in. John Hammond came in. I think the two of them came in, looks like. Something happened to Jerry, it shows, unless he stopped. He's trying to catch up to the field here. Really stopped and pulled off. Just not trying to hit no one there. Going double file here, getting ready to go green flag racing. Phipps winning the first stage. Stryker now coming from the mid to the back of the pack. See if he can give a challenge to the 25 Marco Adele. As well, a new face appears. Mark Retchkin upside third row. Barney with the flag in hand. Green flag. Good jump for the 2588. Very loose there on the inside. He didn't hit. He's going to have those old tires there. We'll see him drop back pretty quick. See if these guys get around the 88. There's Biggert here, now 5 laps down. See how well Stryker hangs on here. A lot of guys not going down pit road that last time by. Phipps here leading the field on pace to win a second stage, but we'll see if Cameron has anything to say about that. 25, I want to say Brian Vickers throwback. Might be Jerry Nadeau, something like that. Well, a lot of guys throw that car. Good. Looks like it's Jerry Nadeau on the car. No, it is Brian Vickers. There you go. It took me a second. It's a Brian Vickers paint there up on the name rail. Bringing the 25 Hendricks throwback car. Cameron Derry up there, and the two right behind him being on pace there. But you see the 25 gets a good run. He checks up early in the corner. He's able to rotate there way up against the apron. Real tight there. Very smooth off exit. Gets the power down, starts to pull away. Checks up real early into the 3. Cameron closes in, but he's going to have to wait longer to get back on the throttle. Whereas Phipps able to get the car rotated in quicker, is able to get the power back down on exit sooner. Cameron doing a good job though, still hanging relatively close to Phipps. Sliding up the track there, that's going to start to overheat his tires. A little skew there on the exits, a little slide, leaning on the right sides, the right rear. He's pushing really hard to close to 25, and he is, but he's using up that car as Gary Culver's coming down pit road. Ride with Phipps and listen to his tire management. too, just so patient, so gentle through the corners there. He's taking care of the tires, and that's what you need to do. Camera looks like he's adjusted better here through the corners. A little high up, we wanted to this time. Really pushing hard to catch the 25 there of Andrew Phibbs. Crownover working back to third. Mark and Stryker fourth, fifth. Markle down right, just a car length off Stryker. There's 24 of Brayton Arthur leading a good group here of Burt, Roberge, and Perry just off of Roberge. And you see John right behind Ed Perry. He did come in, take some tires as well as Roberge. See what John does here. John take a peek as well as Burt. I think someone caught the wall back here. It might have just been the lights. Probably saw smoke. Yeah, just seeing smoke there. All these guys stacked up. You see bigger there, a good fair amount of laps down. Jeremiah Burke leading this group here. Brayton running the middle of the track there, trying to run that high line. It looks like they're swinging wide. In fact, John's not pressuring that hard as Redskin sending it in inside the 24. Dives in a little deeper there. He's going to get clear of the 24. Coming down the front stretch. About two different packs there. It's almost three different packs. Top three. There's 56 there in their little group. And seventh place of Jeremiah Burke here behind it. In a big group here running together. Perry taking a look at the 24. He's running about middle up the whole way around. See how patient these guys are. The bear starts to pull away just ever so slightly. Both those cars good at corner exit there on Perry. John real tight. So close to getting to Perry's right rear. Looks like he got the wall or something there in the right foot. Rager's get pushed in the 29. Looks like Jerry has exited the racetrack, and Church as well, still on pit road, but he's called it, looks like. Inside of Ed Perry now, putting the tires to work. See the throttle management there on both ends. Coming down the front stretch. Looks like John's thought he was gonna clear him here. Ed Perry dives in outside. He's gonna get a good run here on the exit down the backstretch. Looks like John's able to get the power down better there on the inside lines, clearing Perry. He's going to get him clear here off of 4. He's going to try and bring Bigger along as well. Roberge is starting to check out from that group, and Arthur following him along. Mark and Burke on some islands there, as well as Odell. And Stryker getting past Mark Odell. We'll take a look at that. Gets a good run. You see him peeking down the whole front stretch. Dives in there. A little slide there up in 1. Brings it back down, gets good at exit speed there, just powers down. Mark swings wide there in the corner, and it lets the 88 clear. The 76. Tracker's high up to Crownover here. He's gonna take a look at the corner number 1. Striker trying real hard there, not quite able to stay next to Crown over there. 28 doing a good job holding off the 88, but Striker's not done, I gotta say. Also letting Mark Waddell, the number 9, close in. Good view of the, well, not bird's eye view, but a good front row seat there of the battle between Crownover and Striker. Striker just putting on the attack, trying to get by the 28. 28 doing a good job there on the outside. Looks like the tires are starting to wear a little bit, but still fighting back hard. We saw this earlier in the first stage. These two going at it. Striker able to come away with it, but it's going to take him a second. This guy's still fighting it out here. Crownover swing way wide there. Looks like he's got very free there. We'll take a look. Crownover way up high on the track. Trying to get the power down, good side-by-side fight. Pushes real hard in the corner, and the tires are so hot, so used up there. He's sliding up the track there. And he's unable to keep it down now. Striker putting all the pressure on. He's using the middle of the corner now, and it's a second car. You see it's a little bit sideways there. It's less than 88. Basically so tight there, it's now stuck on the wall. There's Crownover. And Marco Odell just watching that whole fight, being patient, letting his opportunity come to him, not forcing anything. His tires are a lot better off right now than the 88 and the 28. He just gets by the 88, continuing that fast. That's how important tires are right now as we're approaching the end of the second stage. 105, completion of 105 here. Cameron doing good here in second, but is not falling off quite that bad from Phipps. He's about 1.3 seconds off the 25. See if he's learned anything from that last stage. So his Phipps is starting to ride away with it. You see the cars are skewed down the backstretch. And that's just how they're built. The tail end, it kind of squishes out, pointing out to the right of the car. They're not broke or anything. That's how these cars are built. And it gets that spoiler out into the air for some downforce there. Burt Crownover. Burt able to get by him. Crownover's going to need a little bit of work to do there. Right side's a little used up, I think, because he smacked the wall pretty good early on. There's some damage to the right front fender. Roberge and Mark here. I think Mark got by the 98. There's the 01 and Perry still together. Hammond towards the back there. It looks like those fresh tires didn't quite help out as much as I thought they would. Braden as well towards the back, and Rayburn leading the or trailing the field here in the 74 machine. Just getting some laps in. Phipps leading the way, closing into the second stage. Odell able to get into second now, doing a phenomenal job. Got a trio here, bigger couple, about 5 laps down, I believe. You're just watching the two lead lap cars here, 98, 76. Take a battle here. I don't think Roberge has anything for Mark quite yet, though, as Biggert's going to go around him. Oh, Mark very loose. He's going to put it in the wall, not to hit anybody. That's going to let Roberge and Biggert go by. Loses a spot to Roberge, and there's Perry. Lets Perry close in. That's another spot Perry can grab. Looks like he's going to take it there, or try to. You see Mark very sideways there. As Rayburn about to go a lap down there. We'll see if he can hang on. You see him on the track net going by this right now. The top position pink dot there in the number 1 position is fit. Those are the position numbers, not their car numbers. Looks like Rayburn's going to lose the spot here. Perry trying all he can to get to Richmond here, get another spot for him. Free on the exit. Perry very loose as well. Able to catch the car with 6 laps to go. Perry up tight against Mark Richkin here. Big, really sending it in there, but drifts up the track, lets Perry close in. Mark diving very hard there. Good checkup here this time, able to keep it on the outside, but gonna let Perry on the outside. Not quite there. It's gonna be free on the exit. So is Mark though. This guy's really going at it. Mark all over the track there, trying to hang on to it. Perry really wants to get that edge position for Michigan. Single file here through the front stretch. Just a handful of laps there. Phipps about to take Rayburn down a lap there. I'm not sure if he's going to quite catch him yet. Side by side for Perry there. He's able to get a good run off the exit. Take another look as we just missed it. Perry able to arc the car better. Great corner there. Look at that. That's a good 5-6 mile per hour difference down the backstretch. Just blows the doors off Richmond. Great, and that's what a great corner can do for you. It's all momentum speed down the straightaway. Starts to pull away there from Richmond. Good battle by those guys. Roberge there hanging on. There's Crownover. Burke. Striker. Odell has caught Cameron Dario here with 2 laps to go, 1 lap to go here this time. He's just there. I'm not sure if he's going to quite get him here as the passing has been pretty hard on some old tires. We'll see if he can string something up here with the last straightaway corner of the stage. He's going to dive it in there. Not really dive it in, just a good corner for the 9. Doesn't look like he's going to get him, though. Phipps is going to win the stage. Cameron Darrow hangs on for second, Odell third. Striker Lugos, Burt Crown over 6 for Bears. There's bigger laps down for Bears. Perry, good 8. Richkin and Hammond there was still some damage there on the right front in 10th. See everybody coming down to pit road here. The whole field coming down. It's like Dario getting the win off pit road. Let's back that up there. I think I missed Phipps's exit. No, yeah, Phipps definitely got the easy win it there. Dario coming out in second. There's Odell. Burt, good stop, 88. Crown over. Striker loses a spot to Burt. Good run by these guys to the green here. We'll do a couple of laps around and get set for the final stage here. Had to mess with the logos here. I've been trying to fix it all night. I've been meaning to fix that for a while, so I like the track map a lot. Can show what's going on, and it gives us a better idea of who's battling as well. Can jump to it a lot quicker there. So we see the field go by down the back straight. Double file ready for the final stage to the end.
Green flag.
Green flag's out. Oh, Kevin Perry free on the start. Very sideways there. Burke gets around him. Great jump. See how patient these guys are. Burke a little loose there off the exit. Has to lift there. gives Cameron the position. 28 now gets a run. Crown over, almost squeezes into Burke. Burke's still there, just a fender. Good jump. They're into 3. These guys are going to fight tooth and nail for these spots there. Crown over free. Oh, he's sideways there. Odell hard on the brakes. Nobody gets into him.
You doing there, bud?
Crown over loops it around 360s and keep going. Great jump. Great awareness, not jump. Great awareness for Mark Odell. Just jams on the brake. You saw the car basically stop. Tires lock up there. Gets around him. Crown over pushing so hard trying to get by Burke. He lost the rear end on some cold tires. I want to jump back to the start real fast and watch Cameron's start. He was very free on the restart. There's the green flag. Oh, that looked a lot worse than it was. Just a little slide. Check out the caution here. So here's Crown over. Just pushing so hard. See it start to slip. Gets on it, starts to slip. Good awareness by Mark Odell there. We'll ride with Mark Odell. Good front row seat view. Blows the car up, gets around him. Good job by Mark Odell, not panicking or anything. Knows what he's got to do, just be real gentle. Slow it up. So we got some guys pitting here. 24, Rayburn, there's Crown over. In his box right now, might be getting some other stuff worked on. Maybe some damage from that wall we saw earlier. Those wall hits earlier. There he goes. They just dropped the jack. Off he goes. Tracker coming down pit road the second time around. Second guessing his strategy maybe. Rayburn coming down pit road again. Different things going on. It's Rayburn here, maybe topping off. Striker coming off pit road. Let's see if he took some tires. No, it looks like a gas and go as well. Rayburn's still in the box. No, there he goes. So these guys topping off. Robert's coming down pit road again. Also gonna top off with some fuel, I'm assuming. It's a quick gas and go. We'll let these guys double file out. We'll take a quick break just in time for the restart. We'll be right back. Welcome back here just in time for the restart. Pace car's off.
Green
Good
flag.
jump for Phipps. Better jump for Cameron Dario here. Side by side with Burks, but Phipps taking off. See if Burke can't get by him this time. On board with Jeremiah Burke here. Watching the battle unfold side by side for Burke. Cameron putting it on. So Andrew Phipps here is going to make him use that car up. And that's what we need to do. Phipps is at clean air by himself this whole time. Someone needs to give him the pressure, make him use that car up. Looks like it's not going to last that long though as Dario falls in line behind the 25. Phipps able to clear him on the outside. Riding back here in sixth. Two driver cams here finally working. Everybody starting to go single file. John Hammond sliding up the track in 3. It's opening the door up for the 88. You see how much power these cars have. That nose up in the air and down the backstretch. Here's the 29. Conover trying to follow through. Almost gets into the 29 just so slightly. Little push up the track. Has to check up. Gonna get a good run here. Conover pushing hard. Dives into 3. John's not going to let up though. But I think Crownover's going to get him here on the exit. Oh, real tight sliding up to the 29. John misses a bit. Crownover makes the pass. I'm assuming John lifted a little bit there, not to wreck. Very, very free there off the exit. Sideways down the backstretch. Doing a great job now in 4th. It's Mark, Richmond, Mark Odell. And Striker, we'll see how much aggressiveness Striker will give here as there's Phipps and Cameron Dario up at 1 and 2. In the wall there's got to be careful and doing a good job just not pulling it off the wall like we see a lot of us, including myself. A lot of people do. They'll get stuck on the wall like that, they'll yank on the wheel hard left, shoot down the track, usually get it to someone. But Mark rides it out, gets gentle from the ocean. Oh yeah, there I guess he got something to do. I'm not sure because he parked it earlier. He was having a rough go at it as well, but I'm not sure if something went down for Sherry. But the racing has been phenomenal. Glad to have you aboard. There's Sherry there, a great supporter for the Chop Shot League as a whole. I hope the ocean was good. I've never been to the ocean. I've been to the Gulf, but I don't think that counts as the ocean. I've never been to like an actual ocean. So yeah, I'm from the desert. We see Dario now putting the pressure on Andrew Phipps here. And that's what we need to see. We need to see someone put some pressure on that 25 and make him start to look in the mirror, make him miss his marks or try to get in his head a little so he uses up that car because he starts to pull away by himself and there's no reason to push hard. While we see everybody else racing, let's hope Dario can give some pressure there to the 25. We see a good battle here. Striker getting by Ed Perry. Mark Odell coming back up, stuck against the wall again there. Let's take a look here, coming down the front stretch, or coming down the back stretch. Striker gets a nose in, good angle. Perry way up the racetrack. Striker able to get ahead of the 33. Perry being very, very friendly there. Striker starting to pull away. See if Mark go on the attack as well as Crowdover trying to get some spots back there from getting stuck in the wall as well earlier on. It off. Yeah. The distance where I need to be. I'm in the woods right now. It's so humid. They said I would adjust, but it's 4 years in, and I have not adjusted at all. I do not like the humidity. It's Crown over here fighting with Richkin. Hard checkup for the 76. 28's going to clear him here, rolling the bottom of the corner, trying to slide up. Mark's fighting back, but lifts there to let Crownover in. That's a lot of guys won't do that. They'll stick their nose there and keep it. Mark being very friendly as well to Crownover. Lifts there and lets the 28 slide in. Now Crownover's going to set his sights there on Perry. One here is going to shoot down. Corner entry into 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Turn 1 right now. Perry way up the track. Crownover's going to get a good exit, but Perry gets a better one there off that high side. Good momentum. Gets a better angle of attack there. 28 slides a little bit. Perry doing a good job right now, hanging on to that 6th spot. Phipps here still leading Dario. Dario still within reaching distance. And I'm more than sure they're going to have to pit at least one more time. Dario just needs to stay with Andrew Phipps. If he's close enough to go on the attack, don't overdrive it, don't do nothing crazy, you don't need to fence him right now, just stay with it. So when it matters, then you have the car, then you're close enough to get by him. Absolutely, these tires, the way they're driving especially, but these two, they're being very cordial with their cars. Stairs a little, loses the nose a little bit. The guys back here, they're going at it. There's Stryker. O'Dowd catching Burke. Yeah, these tires are definitely going to start to overheat, start to be used up. Cameron about half lane up there in the corner. Cameron just needs to stick with Andrew Phipps there. Just keep the pressure on. Maybe he'll make a mistake on pit entry. Green flag pit stops are going to start to come up here in about 20-30 laps. Maybe a little bit longer. Good job there on the number 2, just sticking with the 25. O'Dowd here putting some pressure on Burke. Just a quick shout out to everybody again for joining us on a Sunday night when football's going on, all that stuff. Good race earlier today. Spending your evening here with Shop TV, watching these guys put on a great show. It's always good action on the racetrack. As we see the focus on Mark's face right now here. Not even blink. I don't think I've seen him blink in like 5 or 6 laps. Just staring dead eye there at the screen, so focused. And that's kind of what we need to do as drivers. You're turning laps. It almost becomes mundane. A little slide there off the exit. You got to be very, very focused. You kind of almost space out, but not enough to where you lose what you're doing there. Just enough to stay on task. Just ahead of him, Burke. There's Burke. I think Mark has a more angry look to him. Burke looks like he's going for a ride right now. You guys, 34th, Mark Liddell is 4th. Pretty close to Jeremiah. Get a gearbox look at Burke. Here's Mark Liddell, the striker there in the background. guys doing an amazing job there. Burke starting to pull away from Mark a little bit. See if Striker can close in on those guys. Found over there with making friends with the wall. Bigger there, having some wheel issues in the first stage and pitting there with about 10 laps to go in the first stage, having to correct those problems there. His force feedback was stuck on iRacing. It would not let him turn it down, and it was so strong. And it was, from what I gather, it was so strong it was almost like racing without power steering. And if you've raced shifter carts, that's a tough drive. And when you put more power, bigger cars, you know, it just becomes harder. It's like racing those old school heavy metal cars, your classics. Bigger just trying to finish the race out here, running 13th. Tough night for the 01, just having some mechanical issues there. He's sure he's going to work on. Perry here. Whoa, Bigger loose. I thought he was going to get it to Perry. Perry should just let him go. There's no spot there to lose. Here you go. Don't put yourself in a position now as Hammond closes in. There's Braden Arthur, a newcomer here to the league, running the 24 DuPont scheme. Jeff Gordon, that's my guy. Though not much of a Hendrick fan anymore. I think they're, yeah. Robert's getting a race there with Mark. Mark shows his face up there every so often, but he's also made friends with the wall. And Ray Bird towards the tail end here. Windows open for pit stops. They can make it on one more stop from this point on. We'll see if these guys are going to try and stretch it, or we'll see who pits there for some tires. But right now we see Phipps pulling away on Cameron Dario. There's Burt. Marsh Redskin coming down. First one. As soon as the window opens, first one to come in. He's going to take a full tank of gas and some tires. Check in with him here in a bit. As the pack goes by, so the only thing for Mark is he needs it to go green from here on. He's probably going to go a lap down. Well, he just went a lap down. I don't think he's going to go another lap down, but we'll see. Mark's about to exit pit road here. Drop the car. Yeah, he's going to go 2 laps down. Well, maybe not. Phipps is just entering 3. No, Mark's going to be okay, especially with some fresh tires. He's going to start to pull away from the leader. And I'm pretty sure these guys are saving fuel. Phipps a little check up there. John Hammond caught the wall, or no, he did caught him coming down the track. He gave up some front right damage to that fender. We'll see if it shows it here. We gotta go look down the backstretch. Oh, looks like he got it fixed there. That right corner of the fender, or the bumper was pushed in. He got that repaired. Side by side here, just ahead of him. Bigger, trying to get her yet again. No, not a spot here for any of these drivers. As Redskin starting to pull away from the leader, we'll see if Mark is on good strategy to come away with the great finish. So the laps are starting to wind down. Burke has caught Cameron Dario and goes around up. I'm pretty sure Cameron's trying to save fuel and make it to the end. Burke just flies right by him. Cameron Dario definitely on a fuel-saving run. There goes Crowdover coming down, as well as John Hammond coming down pit road. These guys are going to fill it up, take some tires. Let's see how long Phipps stays out. Look like Phipps is taking it all hard on it down the backstretch. He's just trying to make a big gap and then pit, or maybe he can just make it. We'll find out. It's Crownover starting to pull off, as well as Hammond exiting pit road. These guys taking tires and fuel.
Gonna be a caution.
Oh, and there's a spin there. Hammond gets loose. Crowder right in front of the leaders. Oh, Mark just tags him. Phipps just avoids Hammond. Of course, we just saw John come off pit exit with some cold tires there. We'll take a look. So here's Hammond sitting pit road. Fresh tires. Trying to sends it in. Tires are cold. There's no grip. Gonna back it up here. He's trying to. Hammond just trying to drive it like he was on some warm tires, but that's a mental mistake there. There's Hammond. And Mark just put them. Got some right front fender damage. On board with Phipps, who's just exiting pit road. Oh, this is John. I'm sorry, John. Thank you, Phipps. John. Man, almost got into Phipps there. Phipps hard on the brake. Looks like Mark has exited the racetrack there. Sounds like terminal damage. It's gonna regulate. So Rayburn, we saw Rayburn pit earlier, way earlier. I mean, not Rayburn, Retchkin pit way earlier. Basically a lap 150 as soon as the window opened. There's Mark, but he's got a good amount of laps on the tires now. We'll see how this cycles out as Biggert's gonna get another lap back. See how these guys line up. Biggert's going to take the wave around, get a lap back. Rayburn's going to be your leader here. See how he does. We're going to be double file here. Looks like he's going to be outside. Phipps is going to dive inside. Going to get interesting here. We'll see how patient these guys are with about 35 laps to go. Everybody for the most part on fresh tires. Probably not done for a big, or probably due for a big wreck, but we'll see. As pace car's going to dive in, Rayburn's going to lead them off to the green flag.
Green flag.
Green flag's out. Good jump by the 11. Striker loose on the front stretch, heads onto it. Phipps next to the 74. Rayburn way up the track there. Cameron Dario's going to get a huge run on the outside of Burke, and we're back where we were. Cameron's gonna dive in. Side by side here down the front stretch. Fresh tires, we'll see how aggressive these guys are. Cameron's the only one that's had something for Phipps most of the night. Phipps loose there, sliding up the track. Cameron's gonna have a great corner. 25 still able to hang on. And now we see the pressure on for the 25. We'll see how he can handle that pressure from the number 2. Looks like he's doing good there on the high side. Still side by side down the back stretch. Just in touch, the number 2 is. 25 is able to go in a bit deeper, looks like, but Cameron, good run off the exit. Oh, Phipps sideways off the corner number 2, makes Cam go very wide. That's going to cost him some momentum. That's a lot of ground lost there. We'll back it up here and we can get a better view. Phipps was very free off the backstretch, off of 3. See him there sliding. And it makes Cameron react there. He checks up, goes down the racetrack, and he loses a lot of ground. We'll see if he can fight back here. 31 laps to go. Working 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Cameron up against the 25 again. Get the pressure on there. Icon there, just past the stripe. It's on pit road. Cameron still all over Phipps. Both these guys pulling away from the group back here. Perry doing a great job in fourth. Stryker trying to take it from him. There's Crownover. Brighton. Arthur there in 6th. Con Hammond stuck a lot down here after that spin in 11th. Good battle for first here. Cameron still putting the pressure on the 25. Running, looks like identical lines for the most part. Cameron just slightly up the racetrack, little bit up above. Hard dive into 3 there. Slots are kicking down. See how aggressive the 25 is, or the number 2 is. Little bobble there for Phipps off the exit. Trying to take fourth away from Perry. Perry tied against the 88. It's going to make Stryker have to check up. Looks like Perry checked up. It's going to let Stryker get by him. Relegates Perry to 5th. Good pass there. Still the same deal up front. About a car length in between the 2. See how sideways Perry is. Crownover also a lap down, trying to get get a lap back from the leaders here, but he's got a ways to go. He's going to need some help in the form of a caution going by Ed Perry. Cameron now losing some ground to Andrew Phipps. He's really sending it in the corner, but he's unable to carry the speed around. Phipps pulling away now, about 0.3 of a second from the number 2. We'll see if Cameron can pull something out now and get by the 25. We see the gap there growing every lap. Almost half a second there, the 25 over the 2. Cameron valiant effort there, putting some pressure, but Phipps just able to keep the speed up through the corners there and get great exits. Everybody else single foul for the most part where they're at. John just ahead of Romero. John in the 11th lap down. There's Mark Richmond. Rayburn back here now just entering turn number 1. Crown over in 10. Bigger back out on the racetrack, kind of finished the laps out with 18 to go. Odell, Culver, and Church last 3 in that respectively. And it looks like it might be Phipps all night here, sweeping the stages. He's on pace to win the race as well, with 17 laps to go, crossing the stripe here. See, Burke starting to close into the number 2 and to the leader. Burke running a 23.1 last time by. The leader running a 23.5. I believe, let me double check. Yeah, that's right, there you go. Here's Burke on striker. Here's Burke on Dario. Very much faster the last 4 or 5 laps on Andrew Phipps. See, if Burke can get by Cameron Dario relatively quickly, he might just get to the bumper of the 25. You see how much quicker he is than the leader right now, but we'll see how much problems Cameron gives Jeremiah Burke here. Definitely quicker than the number 2. He's going to dive in here on the inside. Easily clearing the number 2 there off the corner exit. Now he sets it nice for the leader. That's about what Jeremiah Burke wanted, just a quick pass there. Now he's got Phipps in his sights, and I don't know if Phipps is saving or he's just relegating the gap. We're about to find out, because Burke was a lot quicker closing up into Cameron. Time to pull these guys. Jeremiah Burke trying to close into Andrew Phipps there. Looks like Phipps has turned on the jets with 9 to go. There you go, there's Burke. Just slightly quicker this time around also. We're riding with Jeremiah Burke here. He's trying to get it. He's got 7 to go. He's just inching closer and closer. Burke trying to give everything he's got there. Looks like he's getting there. Like I said earlier, he might just get to he gets the wall there. He's doing everything he can now at this point to catch the leader. He's going to lose some time here, I think, though. These cars are definitely crazy. No worries, Church. It's been a great race so far to rewatch here. Burke is closing down quick, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Burke really sending it in their corner there. He's going to lose some time here. See the ground lost there by Jeremiah Burke. Jeremiah going into desperation mode now with 4 to go. He's just slinging it into the corner. It's John Hammond coming down pit road as well as Nathan Biggert. They might be calling it there for the end of the race or having some issues. But Phipps is pulling away from the second place. And Stryker closing into Cameron Area with 3 to go. Cameron pushing really hard there on Andrew Phipps. He's used up his equipment. We'll see if Stryker can get by the number 2 for third. Cameron way up the track. That's going to open the door for the 88. Not quite. The number 2 able to keep the power down on the high side. 5th and 6th back here pretty close as well. Ed Perry and Chris Roberge. Ed way up the track. We got 2 to go. Coming in the white flag for Andrew Phipps. There's Barney waving the flag. Phipps, Burke, Dario, Stryker, very loose off the exit. Andrew just has to roll some corners here. Looks like Cameron Dario is going to hang on for a good third place finish. Burke in second. As Phipps coming off the exit, is going to take the win at Richmond. Burke, Dario, Stryker. There's Stryker. Perry and Roberge. Perry trying to get 5th from Roberge trying to get 5th. Perry's not able to. Brayton in 7th. We wait for the field to come around. Jeremiah Burke had a steam there. Andrew Phipps recognized it and started to put the heaters on. And that just shows he saved some equipment for sure. Started to pull away from the number 73. Wait for these guys to come down pit road. To join the Discord. Don't see Cameron. Probably had to take care of the family. You know how it is. You get done racing a long race and you get some looks, and you got to go do that. We'll give him a second. And we'll speak to Burke here. Jeremiah Burke doing a heck of a job here on that restart. Overall in the race, you got us?
I got you. I'm here.
What a fantastic race here. It's Richmond's a pretty notorious track there, and then we come with Gen 4. These cars are pretty crazy. Quite a handful, it looks like. How was the race overall for you?
Overall, the race was really good. Man, it was tough to get the throttle control down, and I felt like I was probably one of the top 2 best cars on the long runs, and I needed the track position. I started in the back. I was trying to get the hard charger, and it looks like I tied for that, so I might get that because I finished farther ahead. So, yeah, it was just a battle trying to save, and then right before that last caution for John there, I think I had the strategy where I was running third. I had enough gas to make it, and I knew the top 2 didn't, so I thought I was sitting in the catbird seat till that caution came out. Just wasn't meant to be tonight.
I'll definitely put the pressure on in the end. It looks like you're going to start to close in, but the Phipps pulling a quickie on us and able to manage that tire saving. Him running up front, really big advantage. Anything you could have done differently, maybe some strategy-wise on the night?
If I just kept running my line, once I got around Cam there at the end, I was about half a tenth to a tenth faster than Phipps. And if I'd have just kept running that, I'd have passed him. But I kept trying to get just a little bit more and making a little too many mistakes there the last 10 laps or so. And other than that, I think for a heads-up race there at the end, that's about all I could have done right there.
Awesome. Definitely got some scrapes there on the car. A little character from Richmond. Talk to me about strategy-wise. The stage breaks kind of give us a template through these races. A lot of guys won't take tires at the first stage, and they'll carry them over for the end of the race. Tire management, big key at Richmond. Was tire wear that bad at night as it would be in the day?
Oh yeah. It was pretty high. We were starting to slide there after about 15, 20 laps, just sliding on that right rear a lot. And yeah, there were some guys doing some strategy, and I'm just thinking, man, when we got that caution, when I think the 28 spun out right after the third stage started, I'm like, you know what, I'll put gas in it here, and I'm gonna ride this thing to the end. And I was able to get out to third, and then just kind of run the saving as much as I could, and I wasn't slipping anything. And I actually started running the leaders down, so I thought, man, this could be good. I can get the front, and then just run out the gas, run out the finish. Untimely caution caught me out on that one, but yeah, there were a lot of different strategies tonight that all kind of culminated on the final restart and turned into a dash for cash there, and that was a blast too. Some of the hardest, cleanest racing we've had in a while. That was fun.
Definitely loved it here from the booth. Great tight racing overall from everybody. Next week, Las Vegas, mile and a half. It's a pretty straightforward track for the most part there. What are your thoughts for that track?
That's just another one we're going to be. It's pretty straightforward, but it is one of the more higher tire wear kind of tracks. I really like it. You can move around there. I think you're going to see a lot of people spread from the top to the bottom. That track puts on some great racing, no matter which cars, and I think these cars are going to be a treat there.
Awesome. Can't wait to see you guys put it on the show at Vegas next week. Congrats on your second place here. Give us some shout-outs.
Albert, Dylan, Mike, Larry, Jack, all them guys. And then, of course, Stryker, John, yourself for putting on these great broadcasts. I love watching them back. And everybody puts on this league. It's a fun place to be. I'm glad to be back and run out the rest of this year.
Awesome. Thanks again for being with us. We'll see you dirt racing Monday.
I might be there. We'll see.
All right. We'll look forward to it. Jeremiah Burke finishing out a good, strong second place finish, giving a hard charge there to Andrew Phipps. Here's the third place, who pretty much gave Phipps a run for his money the entire night. Cameron Dario, you got me?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
What a great race. It's basically you and Phipps all night there, really putting the charge on and the pressure there. How was the race overall for you?
Oh man, it was loads of fun. Car was extremely loose, but it was a lot of fun. It was typical Richmond fashion. Yeah, Phipps was really fast. He was really good on the long run too. Like I'd say after 25 laps, it's just like goodbye. You know what I mean? I could give him a good run for the first 15, 20 laps or so, but after that, then I had Jeremiah breathing down my throat and Straker right behind him. So, and that was pretty much the entire night. So all in all, it was good. It was fun. It's what I expected. I didn't expect to be racing for the lead the whole time, but it was fun.
Definitely glad we can get out an exciting race here between. This car has so much power there. We see a lot of guys, especially as the run goes on, in all kinds of tracks where it'll start to slip. But it seems like it's easy to manage or catch the car. Is that the case?
No, not at all.
You guys are just that good.
I don't know if we're just that. I would say it's luck more than skill, but I mean, I hit it. I was just telling Andrew before you pulled me in here, I was like, we were going 3/4 down the backstretch, and I crushed the wall just because I was giving it too much throttle, and it didn't have any grip, right? So it's just the way it hit a bump or whatever, it threw me in the wall, and then I had to, like, quickly adjust to get into 3. And I think it happened to me going into turn 1, too, just sliding up the front stretch because there's no grip. And, no, it is extremely difficult to catch it before you hit the wall.
Man, I mean, you guys make it look like it's just natural. So awesome racing. I see the left side door number sometimes. It's pretty wild. As I mentioned, you're putting the pressure on Phipps pretty much the whole night. Do you think if you got ahead of him a time or two, would you be able to hold him off?
Honestly, I don't know. I have not, probably not, because his drive off was better than mine. The longer the run, like from the center out, he was just better. I think I was better on entry, and I could just keep up with him or even gain on him going into the corner, but his drive out was just way better than mine. So I don't know. I think second would have been the best for me tonight, but we'll settle with third.
Nothing to shrug your shoulder about. We got Las Vegas next week. It's a totally different beast there. What are your thoughts going into Vegas?
Probably gonna race it a lot like Atlanta, the way Atlanta went for us. So hopefully I'll be in victory lane next week.
Awesome. We'll look forward to you guys putting on an action. We'll see how you do next week there. Give us some shout outs.
Hey Joe, thanks for doing this. Thanks for, putting on a great broadcast. Want to thank Straker and John and everybody at Chop Shop that puts this together. All the drivers that come out and race with us. Want to congratulate Andrew and Jeremiah for a 1-2 finish, and shout out to my man Nate Biggert. He had a rough night, but he held strong and finished it.
Awesome. Yeah, Bigger with some wheel issues there. He told us there. It's pretty difficult to race with such high force feedback.
With a broken wheel. Yeah, it's not going to work.
But, yeah, as you mentioned, props, he finished it out there. But I appreciate your kind words as well on my end and Chop Shop there. So we'll see you next week. Any other plans for maybe dirt racing on Monday or some road racing on Wednesday?
Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know about all that.
You gotta give it a try.
No, I don't know. I came out and practiced with y'all once, and then before it even started, I was like, I need to get the hell out of here because I'm not going to kill somebody. But maybe road racing. How many more rounds are left in the?
I think they got about 4 or 5 races left, something like that.
I don't know. Maybe that's more for those guys. I need more practice before I go out there and start running in the sand.
No worries. We'll keep an eye out, but we'll see you next week. Then hope you have a great night.
You too, buddy. Hope the family doing well.
Oh, absolutely. You as well.
Thanks, Ben.
Cameron Dario doing a great job there, finishing in third. Had a good second, but tight battle with Andrew Phipps there. Probably used up his equipment there. He's trying to get everything you can get. Nothing wrong with that. And speaking of Andrew Phipps, just the class of the field, sweeping the night stages and race. Andrew, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. That was a long, hard race there.
So I gotta ask, because we see we call them aliens. You guys are aliens to us, because you guys win all the time, and you make it look so easy. And I know it's not, just from the nature of what we do, but to those of us who might not be in the seat, it looks easy, like Payne and them guys just turning laps and pulling away. How do you get to this point from experience, from practice? What gets you to that level of racing?
I got beat really bad here. I don't really love this track. I mean, I love short tracks, but this track drives so weird and it's so hard. The first Chop Shop race I did, I think the Andrew Payne guy won, and he lapped me by the first pit stop. Like, I was that bad. And I just studied him and just kept doing it and practicing, and it really helps when you get behind somebody that's fast and you can follow their line. I mean, it just takes time and practice. It's not easy. I struggle. I still feel like I felt like the first stage I did a really good job of keeping the car balanced and happy. And the last stage, I absolutely just destroyed my car. It drove so bad at the end. Cam pushed me really hard and forced me to run it harder than I wanted to. So I mean, it's managing the tires, like where you get the balance right. If you work too much right front or too much right rear, the car starts driving awful.
And I think you hit the nail on the head there. Is I know we get frustrated when you have like the super fast guys, and I know you've seen them as well as some. You're Andrew Payne, you're Andrew Phipps, those guys. And we see them pull away, and you're doing everything you can. And sometimes we get frustrated because they're always ahead, and you're starting to lap you. But I think it's also a bright side, as you mentioned. You can review the tape or follow along and kind of mimic or pick up cues and learn something, right? So it's a blessing to have fast guys like yourself in the league for the rest of us to work off of. But this race just phenomenal. Sometimes the tracks we hate are some of the tracks we do the best at, just because we put the work in more in those tracks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it's easy for you and you just always win at it, you don't ever go practice it. But this place has been a thorn in my side. It's just a very odd track, and it's hard to drive, no doubt about it. And honestly, I mean, I appreciate you saying that I'm the fast guy, but I wasn't the fast guy for most of all the time I've been racing, and I've always felt like that you don't get better unless you get to race with guys that are better than you, and you could see what they're doing and ask them questions. Like, I'm always in the pre-race practices and stuff, and I'll gladly talk to these guys, but I learn from them too. There's tracks we go to where I'm struggling, and I go watch Cam, see what he's doing, see what Crownover's doing, and pick up something from the way they're driving the track, and it definitely helps.
Definitely goes both ways. Richmond, it is kind of a tricky D, real short tracks style racing. It looks like you've pretty much conquered it for the time being here. But tell me about your game plan going in. So you put in some work here. What were your thoughts? What was your mentality coming into Richmond?
Normally, I want to not really push the car hard, not race the guys hard, but I saw the stages are 50 and 100 or 105. I thought 50 laps you can push the car pretty hard without killing it in 50 laps. So track position's really a big deal for here, and it gets pretty scary. You get back behind those guys. It's so hard to pass on the bottom here. So I decided right off the bat I was going to fight for my track position. And then as soon as I could get a lead, I just wanted to save tires in case there was a yellow or somebody starts coming. Jeremiah was coming like crazy at the end. He saved and took good care of his car, and he was faster than us. And then the first and second stages, I felt like I did pretty good at maintaining good pace without burning the thing down. And then, like I said before, the last stage, Cam just went as hard as he could possibly go and forced me to do the exact same. It was hard to hold him off. The outside lane just has an advantage here. I was lucky enough to just maintain out there long enough until he could get his tires hot and couldn't get the throttle down. But it was fun. I drove it for everything I was worth. I was trying as hard as I could the whole way. Trust me.
Definitely put some work effort into that win for sure. So the first two stages they're kind of a gimme, maybe like a template plan for the majority there, but the last stage being the longest one, caution in the middle breaks it apart. But
oh my gosh, yes, I was gonna make it. I had enough. We didn't have enough fuel to make the whole last stage, but I was saving fuel under caution, and then every chance I get, anytime Cam wasn't right on my butt, I would lift early, or or get in the clutch a little bit, and I went from 2 laps short to 2 laps to the good when the yellow came out. So I was good. I was gonna make it with no caution.
And that's exactly what I was going to ask, if you were going to make it there, and that just shows every little bit of saving counts, whether it's lifting early, coasting a little bit longer. That tiny drop adds up, right? To
I saw a whole bunch of the field dip in on the yellow that we had real quick right after the stage, and I go, oh, they can all make it for sure now. So I didn't want to go in because I would rather save 2 laps from the lead than have to drive my way through the field, because it's just dangerous and scary and it's hard to pass. So I was trying really hard. I'm like Cam, you need to save with me. Both of us have to make it. I wish I could get in his Discord and be like, Cam, stop making me drive so hard.
We need to get there.
But we did manage to save enough. We were gonna make it, and I think the tires would have been absolutely garbage, but it would have been fun.
Fantastic. It's good to get some insight there. Next week we have Vegas there. It's a totally different track there. Cam compared it to Atlanta, at least the way he was going to drive it. What are your thoughts going into Vegas?
I have no idea. I'm not good on 1.5-mile tracks, so I'll have to, when they have some practices in the league during the week, I'll have to get in there and see what those guys are doing and try and figure it out. Vegas, I don't know. I'm terrible on big tracks, so I'm going to have to put some practice in.
Nothing wrong with that. Put some work in the practice sessions. But dominating the night tonight, walking out with the win there, give us some shout-outs.
I just thank you guys. All the guys in this league have been so great to me, and I mean, it's the organization, and it's a really respectful, fun group of guys. I'm just having a blast, and thank you for putting on the broadcast. I love it. I'll go watch it here as soon as I'm off.
Awesome. I appreciate the words from myself and on behalf of Chop Shop. We're glad to have you here. It's been a fantastic season. Do you have any thoughts about maybe running some dirt or some road racing with us?
I've talked to him about it. I wish I could. I don't get home from work. I'm West Coast, and I don't get home from work till 6. So it's really hard for me to make any of the races other than the weekend ones. I really wanted to run the Cup car, and dirt would be really fun. But I mean, if I get a chance, I absolutely want to do it. Like I said, though, I usually don't go from work till 6, and that would be 9 o'clock their time if everything's already gone.
It's a tight time constraint there, but hopefully it lines up one day. We'll be happy to see you sling some dirt with this. But
it would be a blast.
It's
yeah, everything helps everything else in the long run, really.
Absolutely. I as someone who tried out dirt really for the first time about this year, I gotta say it definitely made me a better asphalt driver. So I gotta agree with that for sure.
Oh yeah, it's so fun. And you just learn so much car control, and it's just tough to go fast and not hit anything when you're by yourself, let alone in a whole packed field of cars.
Right. Well, great win tonight at Richmond. We'll see you at least next week for Vegas for sure, and I hope you have a great night. And a fantastic drive for sure.
Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you again next week.
Awesome. Andrew Phipps taking the broom to everybody, sweeping stages and the wind tonight at Chop Shot TV at Richmond. Just phenomenal. phenomenal, phenomenal run for Phipps. I'm trying to work on SDK because it froze on me. Here we go. Phenomenal run for Phipps. We're gonna take a look at the standings really quick. Here we go. There we are. It's bigger. It's with his 4 wins. He's pretty much good for the playoffs there. That issue he had earlier with his wheel. I hope he gets it sorted out. Does some practice on his own and make sure that that's adjustable again. Probably a software setting that took control of the force feedback. He mentioned he runs the Moza. Maybe it locked him out of that. But hopefully he gets it sorted out. He'll be all right. Dario, great finish in 3rd there. Crown over a little tough night there, but with his wins, he'll be all right. Phipps should jump to 3rd in the standings here with his 3rd win. No Coulter tonight. Probably had some things to do. The rest of these guys might shuffle around here a bit. No Caffrey either, or Day. A couple guys missing here tonight. It's all good. We'll see the standing order shuffle around as we're going to take a look at the race results. Phipps is going to come out with the win there. Burke, good drive, catching Cameron. Close to Phipps there, but Andrew Phipps saving some tire there. Starts to pull away. Burke doing a good job. Dario 3rd. Striker coming back from the back in his 4th. Perry, great job for Perry. Bouncing to the front. Top 5, 5th for him. Robert 6th. Brayton Arthur, his first outing with us in 7th. Mark Richkin in 8th. Caught some a wall quite a few times. Rayburn in 9th. Crownover also, who caught some wall a few times. 10th. Hammond started pretty confident for the night, but kind of went south again for him here in 11th. Biggert with some wheel issues, 12th. Odell, Culver, and Church 13th, 4th, and 15th off the racing surface early. There, Church having a hard time there, he said, keeping the car straight and steady. No worries. This track's loose enough as it is. Never mind a ton of power. I think it's like 700 horsepower or something like that these cars have. But fantastic race here. That's going to do it for us with Chop Shop TV here at Richmond. This is a great-looking track. I wish I could go to some more short track racing. There's just nothing close by to me. But one day, it's all right. But I appreciate everybody tuning into Chop Shop TV tonight, and everybody who's going to tune in. It's been fantastic. We'll see you. Join Jason on Monday for Chop Shop Dirt Racing on Monday, tomorrow evening. Wednesdays, the Core Network guys are back at it with some road racing with Chop Shop, and then I'm back at it on Friday. No, actually, Next Gen's off this Friday, so we'll be back with Next Gen's in 2 weeks' time, next Friday. I think they're at Texas. Yeah, they're at Texas in 2 weeks' time. And then this weekend, coming next Sunday, or next weekend, is back with Gen 4s at Las Vegas. So catch it all, catch the action. Links, I'll post the Discord link in the chat. See if anybody that wants to join some racing here with Chop Shop, or if you yourself want to try it out, come join the Discord. We'll get you hooked up. And that's it for me. We'll see you guys next time on Chop Shop TV.